So will an injury crisis derail Arsenal again? Their title challenge faded with injuries to key players last season as they were left without a recognised striker and played midfielder Mikel Merino up front. Well, it's déjà vu. Despite a big recruitment drive over the summer, Arsenal are struggling again ahead of their Champions League game with Slavia Prague tonight. Summer signing Viktor Gyökeres has muscle problems and he joins forwards Kai Havertz, Gabriel Martinelli, Noni Madueke and all on the sidelines, Remember, they're also missing playmaker Martin Odergard as well. It leaves Arsenal without a recognised striker again, although Mikel Merino or Leandro Trossard can play there. Right, Jody, so Saka, Trossard and Eze are the only fit forwards. Neither of them are strikers, although youngsters Ethan Nwaneri, Max Dowman, they've played in the Premier League this season, but again, not strikers. So how big a problem is it?
I don't see it being too big of a problem, to be honest, right now for this particular game. I think we've seen Merino play there last year, done well, scored a few goals, scored quite a lot of goals for Spain of late as well. I don't see it that big a problem for this particular game in the Champions League. Is it a bigger problem going forward? Yes, if they're going to be out for a lengthier period of time. Only just purely because of, listen, Arsenal can dominate games by controlling it, and if you do play with a slightly falser nine, someone who's not a recognised sort of running in behind type player like Gyökeres, they can still dominate football games. They can still easily come out on the victorious side of games. But like you said, it is something that they kind of missed last year, and it's the whole reason why they went out big to go and get Gyökeres. So is it a problem? Yes, I don't see it being a big problem unless these Havertz, Gyökeres are going to be out for an extremely long time.
Yeah, because we've praised Arsenal's squad depth all season, and in fairness, up front, Gyökeres, Jesus and Havertz, they should be well covered. It's just they're out, all three of them are out at the same time. In terms of these injuries, they had a problem last season as well. Is it all purely down to bad luck and coincidence that they keep getting these injuries, or can there be something in their, not so much style of play, but certainly training methods?
I mean, it can be. I mean, it's all guesswork from our side of the table here, if you like. Unless you're in at Arsenal and you kind of know what their training methods are and what they're doing, we ain't going to have a real idea. Obviously, it looks like there's quite a few knee injuries, but I don't see in that having sort of like a direct correlation to in what maybe that Arsenal were doing. I mean, knees are usually from your twisting and turning stuff, and you need to do that as a footballer. I think if you was getting a lot of muscle problems, as in like hamstrings, maybe you could then look at maybe what's going on. Are they overworking? Has there been a spike in workload, which, in fairness, in today's climate and with all the staff, certainly the amount of staff that Arsenal have, they'll be always keeping eyes on the amount of workload that's going on. So I don't ever like to point the finger at anything that's going on from that aspect. I've been involved in clubs before when there's been a bit of finger pointing regarding why there's so many injuries, and there can be a whole host of reasons why there is. So for me at the moment, it's just a coincidence and maybe a bit of luck. Again, sometimes you get these unlucky spells and a load of other teams will go through it, but I'm sure Arsenal will come through it. It's the reason why they've recruited so well and that they'll come out the other side of it.
Well, what have you made to their start of the season? Because, yeah, there's Champions League, there's other competition, but in the Premier League, top of the league, 6 points clear. From the 10 games, won 8, drawn 1, lost 1 as well. Are they doing better than you expected?
Not expected. I think what you'd have to say is that maybe other teams ain't doing as well as was expected. You're talking about your Liverpools and your Cities. There's also been quite a lot of, I wouldn't say freak results, but there's certainly a lot of people beating each other at the moment in the league. But no, for me, they're Arsenal where I thought they was going to be. You've got to give them credit. When everyone was jumping on the bandwagon and talking about Arteta's maybe got to be under pressure because I think they lost and then, and drew against, was it Man City that they drew and lost against Liverpool with an outrageous free kick.
Yeah.
In those games, they were very much in it. And when you've got someone that can force a Pep Guardiola team to go as defensive as he did, they're obviously doing something right. The only thing that you would have to say is that they're probably not scoring. Well, they're definitely not scoring enough goals from open play. It's one thing giving people credit for scoring goals from a set piece aspect, and they absolutely deserve credit for that. But you'd have to look at the open play goals and go, maybe I think that they should be scoring more from there. But then you've got to give them credit. Teams are defending and giving them huge respect that they're defending in a low block and making it difficult.
Yeah.